Signature Living was created to give our guests so much more than just a bed. What we want to try and achieve for our guests is for them to experience what Liverpool has to offer. Not just the bed, it is also about how they would navigate around the city. We not only service large groups, we also service parties, anniversaries, hens, stags, and that generally is our weekend trade. But during the week, we also accommodate a lot of families and business people.
Okay, and how many beds do you have in the city at the moment?
We currently have 200 beds in Liverpool over 3 sites. But the newest site that we've acquired is on Stanley Street, and that will be 100 more beds and a club, a bar and a restaurant. It's going to open on the 29th of March. So we organise the whole weekend or night stay for them if they wish. If they don't wish, that's fine. But if they do wish for us to go through everything what our city has to offer, then we're only too happy to do that for them. Well, Club Stay is a 3,200 square foot accommodation. It's the first of its kind in the world. It has its own bar, it has its own kitchen, it has a photo booth, it has a 10-berth whirlpool bath. It's just a huge space for parties but also accommodation. So we feel that this is probably the best space for any 18th, 21st, hens, stag parties, any type of celebration that you'd like to have in the centre of Liverpool. Well, obviously I'm a Liverpool guy, so we started off with our first accommodation, which actually this apartment, in 2008, with the idea of trying to do so much more than what hotels give. And because I knew the city so well, obviously this was the first place to start.
Okay, and have you been in hotels and the hospitality trade before 2008?
Neither Kate nor I have been in hotel trade before, and I think in some ways that's a good thing. We didn't come with any pre-thoughts of how service should be ran or done. So what we decided to do was to look at how we saw hotels and how poor we felt they could be at times. Not all hotels are poor, some hotels are really, really good, but we just found that hotels went to a level which would be, they take the money off you when you first move in, when you first come into the accommodation, and then they tell you, second door on the right, up the lift, and gives you a credit card, that type of thing. But with us, we wanted to do so much more. Well, I've always been in the rag trade, the clothing. So many years ago, I had many shops, sold the shops out, and then started off this business in 2008.
Okay, and where do you think it's going to go, Signature Living, in the next 5 years?
Well, I believe we are, if not the best group accommodation provider in the UK. We're certainly up there with the best of them, and our TripAdvisor reviews show that we run at 99.4% on TripAdvisor, which is the highest, one of the highest levels out of 32,000 accommodations. So I think I'm justified in saying that I think we're one of the best. I believe that every major city should have a Signature Living in it.
Okay, and how many people do you have working for you?
It's close to 40 people now.
Okay, and what might they be surprised to know about the boss?
That I used to play a lot of ping pong, a lot of table tennis. So I played for Liverpool for many years and Lancashire.